or if I've, you know, a commentary that I've made, or you know, or a machinima that I've written, or a story that a short story that I've written, or a poet. Well, actually, my poetry is a little more focused. I'm glad for that. But everything else is so. I mean, but that's just how I am. I want to, when I talk about something, or when I do anything, I want to cover as much ground, and I want to cover as many topics as I can, because it's so much fun to discuss and to talk to people and to merge new ideas, and I want to share what I think and what I believe and all that, but sometimes I just go too far and I just start talking about. I'm pretty sure that once I was talking about a movie that was coming out, and I ended up talking about how we could never really adjust to living to Mars. Like, if we would have terraformed the planet, it would still kind of be a little weird. I think that's where I ended up in the end. Don't ask. I don't know. I really don't. And do all planets? No, they don't. Right. I wondered if all planets like swirl in a line, a horizontal line from the sun to Pluto. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's going the same. Like, there's no planets that go. Maybe let's say Earth. Earth doesn't goes horizontally, but Mars doesn't go, you know, vertically. But everybody kind of, you know, stays the same course. And yeah, I think that there's one planet that has a little crooked. What's it called? Omloppsbana. My head, I'm starting to melt here.
Okay, that's it.
All right, but enough. Again, it happened. Now I'm talking about planets. But fuck. Who doesn't love talking about planets? Astronomy is such an amazing topic. I can talk about astronomy for hours. Especially with people that know astronomy. You know, they know a lot about astronomy. Astronomy. Which brings me to another subject. Have you noticed that... I mean, that's something... As I said before, when I was talking about StarCraft 2, I bought StarCraft 2 because I wanted to try some new things. My friends are... They're the kind of guys who don't have preferences. They just have preference. Isn't that boring? Like, imagine living your life and just having a preference. I'm the kind of guy who, you know, I don't watch a typical sport, but, you know, I generally just watch esports and mixed martial arts. That's basically all I watch as a sport. I don't find soccer to be that much fun, especially when, you know, a football player runs by another football player and then he just, you know, touches his shoulder, and then the guy who got touched on the shoulder, you know, he holds his knee and he's like crying. He's like, I need a penalty. He hit me. You know, it's like, you fucking bitches. Like, how many men are there on the field? There are 11 on each team, so there are 22 men. Like, how can 22 dicks be pussies? I don't get it. But I mean, I can watch a game if it's fun. You know, I don't have any sport or anything that I say, well, except maybe like curling. But that's what I'm saying. We all have preferences, okay? There's nothing wrong with having preferences. There's something wrong with having preference. I have two friends. I'm the kind of guy who plays all kinds of games. Multiplayers, single players. First-person shooters, adventure games, point-and-click games, fucking... third-person action games, over-the-shoulder games, backpacker games, RPG games, horror. Well, okay, not so much horror because horror frightens the shit out of me. I mean, I have Penumbra, I have Condemned. I'm looking at them right now, and I have Amnesia on my Steam, but I haven't played that much of any of them because I am too petrified to play any of them. All right, and I have Fear as well. A lot of people say that Fear is not that scary, but Fear, I mean, we're talking about Fear 1. Fear 1 is fucking scary to me, because I played it for 5 minutes and I came to some kind of ghost thingy, and then with the sound, and it freaked me out, and I turned off the game. I can't. I have preferences. I don't... Holy shit. Look, this is what I'm talking about. Now I'm talking about horror. What I was saying before was, my friends have preferences. No, preference. I have one friend who only plays multiplayers. Period. Period. Dot blank. End of sentence. That's all he plays. He doesn't play. I've asked him to play so many single players that it's ridiculous, and he said, "No, I can't. I won't. It's boring." And I'm like, "No, you're boring. They're not boring. You're boring." Obviously I didn't say this to his face, because, you know, that's his opinion. Fine, you're not hurting me, except that I can't talk to you about what happened in Assassin's Creed, or I can't talk to you about the philosophical meaning behind Deus Ex, or, you know, whatever. That sucks. And another friend, he only plays first-person shooters. Like, you know, he plays Mass Effect 2. I mean, not the second one. I mean, he plays Mass Effect as well. But that's about it. That's all he plays. First-person shooters. And it's like, you know, he plays Assassin's Creed 2 as well, right? I forgot. And it's like, I want to talk to him about, you know, I don't know. But, yeah. I guess the fundamental difference is that I'm passionate about games. I love games. I love the fact that when you push W, your character moves forward. And I love that when I stumble upon something in a game, I'm thinking, wow, there's a creative person who thought that he should put this in here to have this effect. I mean, that intrigues me. Games is such a beautiful medium that we can do so much with, but we're not even scraping, like we're not... I mean, it's crazy that the video game industry has started to stagnate this early on. It's scary. I mean, how long has the video game industry... How long has it been in existence for? I mean, should we say roughly 50 years? No. No, that's fucking generous. Let's say from 80. That's 30. That's 30 years. The video game industry has existed for 30 years, and it's already starting to stagnate. Holy fucking shit. Well, I guess that's not really fair. I mean, at the moment I'm playing this game called Capsized. It's amazing. Wow, try it. I love it. And you know, games like Machinarium, you know, emerge and games have these indie games have, you know, such awesome ideas and have such wonderful soundtrack. Holy crap, they have such amazing soundtrack many times. And so I guess it's not really fair. It's basically, you know, kind of like it's the same thing with movies. Everything that becomes big and popular enough, it has to go mainstream. And when it goes mainstream, it becomes bland and I don't want to say dumbed down, but dumbed down basically, yeah. Even BioWare is saying that, you know, we're basically, you know, transitioning from RPGs into, you know, other things, you know, which is a very fancy way of saying we're not going to do that much RPG stuff anymore. That's fine.
Access granted.
I guess if they want to go in that direction, that's cool. I'll be crying because I seriously love. Okay, do you hear the sincerity in my voice? I love RPGs. One of my favorite RPGs of all time is Morrowind. That game, well, I mean, that game just grabbed me by the balls from start to finish. I mean, oh wow, that's a big fly.
Did you get everything? We have to get that son of a bitch, Jensen.
I think I have everything.
Excellent, Jensen. I knew I could trust you. You identified the shipment completely unnoticed, and my guys got their hands on Double T. Awesome job. What else you got?
I paid a little B&E visit to O'Malley's apartment. There was a second shipment of weapons, government issue. I don't know how he got his hands on that type of hardware, but the man's got reach.
Great work. Found something else?
I found a stash of illegal drugs. Not much, but enough to get him convicted.
Good. The more dirt we dig up on that asshole, the better our chances to put him away for good. Got anything else?
I managed to hack into his personal account. I think you might want to check any connection O'Malley has with FEMA. There's definitely something going on there.
My God, Jensen. With all you've uncovered, you've probably provided us with months of legal investigation. What's next? You're gonna tell me you've found proof he's got free satellite TV?
No, that about covers it. O'Malley never mentioned any weapon. He just wanted the witness dead.
Just wanted the witness dead, huh? All right. Well, I've got enough evidence against O'Malley anyway. Let's just hope it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Right, Jensen?
I think O'Malley's plan was to start a controlled gang war between the derelict road ballers and the Motor City bangers. You might want to check into that.
Really? All right, I'll keep that in mind when I review all the evidence. Well, that's it. You did a great job. Here's the stuff I promised you. We've got more than enough to nail him now, and I want to make a move before that son of a bitch gets wise. But I ain't got no backup, and I doubt he'll go down peacefully. You've already done the bulk of the job. You want to put the finishing touches on yourself?
It'll be my pleasure.
Perfect. My contact tells me O'Malley's gone back to his apartment. Go get him. I'll be waiting for you in the alley near the building once you've taken care of that scumbag.
I hate summer. For that reason and for that reason alone. I hate summer because of all the flies, all the bugs, insects, all those things. I mean, like, can't evolution, why are you, get the fuck away from me. Now it's like spinning around me, just, what the fuck? Go away. Can't believe evolution hasn't caught up and, like, formed a brain large enough for them to understand that if they get inside somebody's house, they probably won't get out. They'll probably die in there. And like, and then I have to like open the window, and I have to like get a bottle or like a glass or something, and then I have to like catch it, and then I have to look, and now it's just sitting on my window. Exactly what I was talking about. Now I'm going to open my window, I'm going to catch him in a glass, and I'm going to throw him out, and then 3 other flies are going to fly in.